Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So as we saw yesterday, Max and Max almost killed themselves taking the engine out of the car. So I'm in charge from now on. So my job is to start taking bits off the engine in the hopes that I can get the engine off the subframe with no men allowed anywhere near it so there's no accidents, okay? It's safe to say that due to the state of this subframe and the damage that you can see on the back of it here, that we're definitely going to need a new one. Right, to kick things off, we're going to start by disconnecting these remaining brake lines that are attached to the subframe. To do this, I'm going to use two spanners. One's going to grip at the top, one's going to grip at the bottom, and I'm going to twist it to loosen the brake lines.
Okay, this isn't coming off amazingly, but all it's doing is twisting that underneath.
Do I need another one holding that nut? I did need to grip the nut at the same time. This meant that it wouldn't slip as I was loosening the brake line. Every day is definitely a learning day with this Mini, but with that, I managed to work this side of the brake line free. Oh, there we go.
There we go. One done.
Now that the left side is done, I'm going to move on to the right side and get the rest of the brake lines off the front subframe, featuring a little bit of help from Bertie. Two done. Ready? Ta-da! I'm going to remove the underneath of this, where the brake fluid goes into the brake disc. So it's just under here. This was actually really tough to get off, but using all of my strength, I finally split it apart. Come on. Sparky hand. This brake hose started twisting, but it just would not budge.
That was my funny bone.
Not funny though, is it?
No.
We realised that when I was holding this one, this bottom bolt nut was just spinning freely. So I've grabbed some like crimpers and I'm gonna crimp that and twist the one underneath and see if that works. If not, take this off so that I can get to that easier. Let's see how this goes. So yes, it's still just spun around, but seeing as though hubby has just stood there doing nothing, I made him hold the grips while I continued to loosen the nut, and after a few twists, it came right off.
Okay, so now we just need to loosen this one. So if we can grip that one.
Like everything with this old subframe, after years of use, these are just super tough and are just putting up a bit of a fight. But eventually, I managed to work it loose. Done.
I'm just gonna help. Ready? Woohoo!
Thank you. Okay, what next? On this side, it's completely different layout. So I'm gonna use my torque wrench, is that what it's called? My torque spanner? My nut holder? My bolt holder.
You're my nut holder.
Whatever that's called, I'm gonna use it to hold, to lefty-loosey that out, and I'm gonna hold my 19, haven't checked if it's 19 yet, underneath, and then I have to take it off. Right, I've never used one of these. Like this. Am I doing it right?
No.
No?
So, hold it with your 19.
Yeah.
Put the wrench on top. Okay.
Yeah.
And twist it towards, so here, Yeah, that's it.
That's really hard.
Yeah, it was meant to be. And I'll twist it back and go again.
I really am learning something new every single day with this Mini. But back to the subframe, thankfully on this side the hose came apart pretty easy.
Woohoo!
Happy days.
Happy days. Just leave that like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's out of the way.
Done. Okay. These little clips at the side here. Oh, okay, they just thunk. Thunk. Another one done.
Now, with those HT leads removed, I'm going to move on to removing the tie rods starting at the front of the subframe.
Oh, we're gonna have to do the hand on the floor again. That just gives me that extra. I'm gonna be jacked after this.
She was, in fact, jacked after doing this Mini.
It's like it starts off easy and then gets hard in the middle and then at the end it's easy again. Why?
No pun intended there.
Oh. Oopsie, I lost it. Underneath. This gone missing.
Oopsie! Anyway, let's move on to loosening the other tie rod.
Am I tightening it? Why is it getting harder then?
Yeah, it's just a sheet. Might have to WD-40 it.
Okay. God, this is a workout. Whew. Okay, halfway there. Who said girls can't do it? Oh, it's getting warm. Maybe that's just me. It's really warm, feel it?
Moving on, and I'm going to undo the nuts and the bolts that attach the tie rod to the lower arm of the suspension.
Drop top push. Roll on my wrist.
Really similar technique to the brake hoses that I did earlier. Hold one nut at the bottom and loosen the opposite side.
Look at that little thumb.
Yeah, plastic gloves and sharp metal, there is definitely only one winner. And just like that, that's the tie rod disconnected, and now it's time to try and remove it.
No. Nope. I can't do it. WD-40. It's not coming out. Rubber mallet. Move that out of the way. It's out. Ta-da.
Put it backwards now and...
No, there's a big screw there. You sure there's something there that's like stopping it? You have to unscrew it.
I think it's just a rubber bushing.
How do I get a rubber bushing out?
I had absolutely no idea here how to do that, so I headed over to the toolbox, found a flat blade screwdriver and used that to try and pry it free.
Twiddle from this side, that's easier. There you go. And what's this called?
I think that's the track rod end.
I've got a track rod ender.
So, I think that's right.
That's amazing. Cool, let's do the other side.
Unlike the other side, this side was just so stuck, and because I'd already done so much already today, my arms had just had enough.
No, that's all my weight on that. Can you just have a try? We've got Max on it now because I put all my weight on it and I just could not get it undone. And then it almost feels like it should go the opposite way. Oh, there was some movement there. There we go. I reckon I've loosened that for you. I reckon I loosened that.
Just so gunked up with grime. Crushed from over the years.
Just remember how long that last screw was. It's funny, isn't it? From the camera, it's like, that looks like it'd be finger, like you could loosen that with your fingers. And then you can't. Almost there.
That is out.
There it is. Out.
Didn't want to come out.
Did not want to come out. There you go. Now hold and twizzle from the other side because it's much easier. There you go.
Second one, done.
That's a good job.
And just like that, that's both tie rods off, and after all that hard work, I think we deserve a break. Did someone say F1?
Alright guys, welcome back. It is the next evening and Caity is still going to strip everything as we said she was going to do yesterday. I just have to confess to something, which last night I was doing a bit of research, just seeing how things go together and how they come apart and all that sort of stuff, which I always do before every shoot. More so just that we can make the information right, you know. And what I did on the left hand side of the subframe, I just undid this little nut here, just to see how it comes off, and these are meant to take a bit of force to come off. You're meant to pry something in there and all the rest of it. But I took that off just to see what would happen, and this whole assembly and the axle accidentally all just fell off. Here it is on the bench. That's the axle from that side, and that's the hub assembly with the brake rotor still attached and the lower arm still attached, because it literally undid one bolt and that whole side fell off. So now the only thing we have to do really is undo that side and then undo the engine mounts, and then that should be the engine free of the front subframe, and that's where you come back in.
So he made my job easy tonight, thank you. To make it a little bit easier for me, we're just going to jack up this side.
That's off?
That's
perfect.
Off. I don't know where that went. It's gone inside the subframe just there.
Nice. Good job.
Right, what next? I've got my pickle fork and my hammer. I'm going to get it into this ball joint here, and I'm just going to whack it until it comes loose, making sure that my feet obviously don't go underneath this. Okay, that in there, and just...
Don't eat yourself now.
Yeah, no worries, babe. I'm okay, but thanks for checking. Anyway, this seems brutal, but this is exactly what you do to separate these ball joints. Eventually, it should just pop out, and hopefully, it won't take as long as this did. There is just something weird the right-hand side of this subframe. On this side, everything just seems super stuck. I think it's probably lack of maintenance and just years and years of use. So the strong, independent woman that I am, I'm going to ask Max to do it.
Please tell me you recorded that. Yeah. To be honest, it was like one or two more blows. I think if Caity just kept going, it would come off anyway. So now, if it's anything like yesterday, we should be able to get this out here, the wiggle bracket thing, and pull it all free on paper. But what I might do is try disconnect this one first. Let's see how it goes.
So Max is just hammering away at this lower ball joint for what feels like ages. Turns out he's just demonstrating that we are just complete newbies at this.
It's weird how one side was so loose that one bolt and the entire side of it just fell off. And on this side everything is so worn and stiff and rusted up. Just didn't move.
Let's just offend the Mini a little bit here. It turns out it wouldn't move because we were being amateurs. Comment below if you already know what we were doing wrong here.
So we just realised the reason it won't come off is because we never removed the... What didn't we remove?
We didn't move the nut that's holding it in place.
Yeah. So he's hammering away, and obviously it's not doing anything because it's literally bolted in. That little one all the way under there.
Told you we were amateurs. Told you we're not pros. Right, got that bottom nut off. So now, once Caity lowers the jack, you should be able to have another go at hammering it free. Right, this time, on paper, should work. Yay! There she goes. So that should be, yeah, perfect. That's the front hub, free. Now it's just a case of yank on it and see if the axle will come out. Do it on the other side. I'm not saying that's how you do it, but what I did yesterday when all that fell off was just pull it by the axle, it came straight out. So I'm gonna try that now, and if that doesn't work, we'll figure out something else.
Right, now Max has done that for me, I'm back, so I'm gonna remove the silver ring. So I think I'm gonna use a flat blade screwdriver. There's 2 little tabs in there. I'm just gonna push one way, one the other, and the silver ring should just come off. So let's see how this goes. There's one out of the way, just there. Those bits are both prized off. And any fellow dental nurses, dentists who might be watching, it's literally like a sequivalent matrix band. I could never pronounce it when I was in dentistry, but it's just the same. So one bit folds over the other bit, you might not be able to see, and then this bit lifts up, which I might be able to do with my fingers. And then, I think it pulls through across there. So this bit will go in there. So I need to get in here. So if we pull hard enough, I think that should just come through there. I'm gonna flatten it a little bit.
Just yank it. You've got a long nose pliers, you might be able to just and then pull it. Yeah, perfect.
Oh, that was, yeah,
Perfect,
way
perfect
easier.
result. Right, grab all of that and yank it, see what happens.
No.
And all Max has to do, grab the back of the brake assembly, gently pulls it free off the axle, but I'm going to say I definitely loosened it for him.
All the ball bearings and stuff look really good. I think this hub might be a bit past savings, but the good thing is all those ball bearings and the grease and everything, they look really good. I think the drive shafts are actually alright. Just new boots and re-grease, it should be alright. You can see where it's one through the brake line there though. So maybe a new hub. I think we're going to go front disc brakes anyway, so all this will need changing. But that's off. Now it's just a case of yanking out the front axle, which, if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to just grab and pull now. Yep. That's off. I think I might have to go through. Good guess work so far. What's that broke? Getting good. Oh yeah!
There we go.
That's both front axles off.
So that was me doing it, but I just needed the brute strength, which I do not have.
And you know what? I don't think you needed it for that bit. But look at this, these boots are really intact, which is a good thing. Put loose. A really good amount of grease in there, and just moving that away. Now ball bearings in there, from what I can see without actually pulling it apart and cleaning it up, look really clean. All this looks really clean, so I think the drive shafts, you might be able to salvage with just new boots, re-grease. I'll take them apart, clean them up.
That looks like a result to me though.
They might be able to go straight back on. I don't know about this rust, but again. Whew, that's amazing. Big job done.
Well
done,
done.
Caity.
Thank you.
That should pretty much be the subframe free of the engine. There is still the gear linkage at the back connected with a punch and 2 nuts and bolts. Nuts and bolts are easy to remove. But apart from that, that's pretty much the engine free with the subframe. We just need to undo the bolts, take the engine off the subframe. We'll switch sides. You can do the last 3 bolts because one of the bolts is missing. And that should be the subframe ready to come off.
So to release the engine from the subframe, we're going to have to undo the remaining bolts that are attached to the engine mounts. For some reason there's one missing, but that's okay. It made my job a little bit easier today.
So that's 1, 2. There's a bolt missing on that side, and Caity's gonna undo the last one.
So like Max said, I'm just undoing the last one. It's just a nut at the bottom, and that's the subframe free.
Oh. Ta-da!
Right, let's see if we can wiggle this engine out. Are all the nuts, are all the bolts out of the frame?
Just, no, that side's stuck like that side.
Okay. Right, so I'm just gonna take the weight of the engine, and you just hammer that nut through.
Okay.
You see it, yeah?
Yeah.
Working together here to remove a bolt that is stuck in the engine mount. All it took was a few little wiggles from Max and me pulling the bolt from the top, and the engine is finally free.
Yay!
Sorry, that was almost your toe.
No, it's alright, there's plenty of clearance. Hooray! Now just this side. Same again, might be able to adjust actually. Yay! That's it! The engine is free of the front subframe.
Woohoo!
Finally. We could
What an evening.
finally get this engine out from under this crappy old subframe. Well done, Katie.
Thank
That's
you.
amazing work.
That was good.
Well done. How brilliant was that? I can't believe how stuck on one side was and how easily the other side fell off. But we're done. Okay, so now this engine is out. Let me give you a little tour of why we're going to replace the subframe. And as you can see, as we come down, not only is it the worst and most grubby thing on the planet, but look at some of the damage points here, where it's just been not even welded straight back together. It's all bent, corroded, that crack all the way through the middle, I don't think it's meant to be there, and it's been very roughly patch welded, and on that side rotted away, on that side barely holding on, and on that side it looks like they just didn't bother doing anything with it. And you see where it's been cut up here. Yeah, I think this one's for the bin. So yeah, it's very obvious that we won't be using this subframe again, and it is well in the way of me getting to those gear linkages. And so for a bit of fun, and because I've always wanted to learn how to use an angle grinder, I decided to call in the big guns, my dad, to help me chop up the rest of this subframe. Cheers Dad, great work, and just like that we now have space to lift the engine away from the subframe.
So that is the subframe removed from the engine block. So in the next episode, you're going to see Max and Enzo disassemble the engine and take the last few bits off this subframe. If you enjoyed our latest episode, please like, subscribe, comment down below any hints and tips, and we'll see you in the next episode.